You are now watching Game Point Sports Talk with an Edge.
Welcome to Game Point.
I'm Robbie the Rockets.
And I'm M.GOODKNIGHT. And this is No Fingerprints.
Yay!
Valentine's edition. Man, we in the house, man. How you doing today, man? It's a Friday before Valentine's Day.
Man, it's cold out there. What you say the other day? It's cold in the hooker's.
It's colder than a hooker's heart out here, boy. It's colder than a hooker's heart out here, boy.
No fingerprints
No
on that.
fingerprints. Hey,
You know.
It's cold out here, man, in Colorado, man, but we here to keep it high here on Game Point. You know what we do, man. We gonna run this first video, man. This had to be the funniest thing that went on in the Super Bowl, man. When the call of the streaker, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's run it, fellas.
5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field. Some guy with a bra. And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle of the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man. And the players with hands on hips at the other end of the field are looking at him and shaking their head and saying, why, oh why, is this taking place in a Super Bowl?
Man, that had to be the best call that I ever seen, man. The man said, he said, pull up your pants, man. He said, pull up your pants. He said, he said all kind of shit, man, but he described that shit great, man.
If I had his hands, I'd cut mine off. Just know that.
But
he had the master plan.
Talking about that streaker, man.
Yeah.
Tell him about the master plan.
Man, that boy had the master plan. If I had his hands, I'd cut mine off. Did you hear what he did? He bet
tell man, kick some knowledge, man.
Basically he betted that, I guess FanDuel, what's it called? That FanDuel, like we be betting on. They had a bet that a streaker would come on the field. And he put his money on there, and he was the streaker. And came out, 300,000 richer?
Yeah, I think like 374,000 he won, man. Hey, that was a nice run, man. Dude had on a bra. Man, took down his pants, man.
Hey, that was the best thing smoking.
Hey, the dude said, Kevin Harlan said, man, take off the bra, man. Pull up your pants and be a man. But that was one of the best calls I ever seen
in my life.
Man, we gonna go
no fingerprints on that one, family.
No fingerprints,
you know
man. Today's February 12th, man. And you know what? Today in Black History, we got that next picture coming up, man. The next picture is of Jack Johnson. And you know who Jack Johnson was?
He's a boxer, but
he's a boxer, man. But he's the first African American boxer to win the heavyweight title, man. What you know about that?
It was before my time.
Way before your time.
You know what I'm saying? Probably before my mama's time. You know,
before her time.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but let me tell you just a little bit quick history
today.
About Jack Johnson, man. Today was the day, February 12th, in 1908, man. He became the first African American man to hold the world heavyweight champion in boxing. He held that from 1908 to 1915, 7 years holding it down, man. And he was highly hated out there, man, because he made it be known, that he liked white women, and the white men around that time was not liking that at all. So he taking on all challengers. Bring old Big Bubba from the barn, man. He wants some, he'd give it to him too.
Hey,
bare knuckle too.
Hey, he'd knock you out of his backyard.
Bare knuckle. But shout out to Jack Johnson, man. February 12th, man, he became the first heavyweight and African American heavyweight in a long line of.
So you got to think about it. Before him, after him was the Muhammad Ali's, the Fraziers, the people that was that made boxing. You know what I'm saying? So he probably paid the ways for people like that. You know? For sure,
man. Hey, and I always got Shouts out to Jack Johnson, man. He give it to anybody, man. The dude's with the business. So I'm gonna keep it rolling and keep it rocking, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you talking about a little bit of hoop today, man?
Man, you see the games last night?
I seen a few of them.
Hey, Carmelo Anthony came out the grave last night. I was watching that Portland 76ers. Did you see that game last night?
Man, in the fourth quarter?
You remember Carmelo came out the goddamn grave. But then, Damon Lillard, town business Damon Lillard, he closed it down for him, I got to give it to Damon Lillard too. But Carmelo, man, I thought he was Carmelo, playoff Carmelo.
Man, no, he was Nugget Carmelo, man. He had the braids on. Man, he was step backing, man.
That's where the braids,
man.
Lala must gave you some of that Lala.
Man, ain't no telling what happened, man. But that dude, he got busy looking like the old Melo, man. So shouts out to Melo, man, holding it down. I believe 36 years old, man, can still put up 20 and a quarter like it ain't nothing. Dude is a bona fide scorer, man. Been doing his thing. Only thing he just couldn't play. He wasn't willing to play no defense his whole career, man. And biggest mistake of Carmelo Anthony's career, I believe, is leaving Denver, man. He had this town. This was Carmelo's town. And he decided to leave to go to New York for the bigger, brighter lights, and he ain't been the same since.
Well, good night. I always say the market. It's all about the market. Good night. As I tell you that, good night. You get a star, but it can get boring. You know what I'm saying? They're not offering no movie production for you here.
I haven't seen a movie that he was in.
But I'm saying they're not offering movie productions like Silicon Valley type money. They're not offering here. Okay. Let me ask you this: you got an athlete. What would they offer him here? Texas got oil, so they can offer you.
Man, this is Colorado. This is the age of media.
They don't make gold mines.
This is the age of social media, man. You can be anywhere and do anything from anywhere at any point. So I don't want to hear about all of that.
No,
man.
but I'm gonna
Carmelo made a big mistake when leaving Colorado and leaving the Denver Nuggets. Man, his career hasn't been the same. You can say, "Oh, I left for the bright lights," or "My wife had to do this," or "My wife did that." But what it did to his career.
Ruined it.
It wasn't ruined, but it wasn't the same. He was on a good path, man, to do big things, and Carmelo didn't do big things.
But last night you came out the grave. And I want to give you a shout out, Melo.
That was vintage Melo, man. They beat the 76ers last night. You got the score on that?
On the 76ers last night, it was 114 to 118. Dame and Carmelo went off.
Hey, Dame went off in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. Carmelo sealed the deal. Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid, MVP candidate, man, couldn't do enough. But Ben Simmons, I'm going to tell you right now, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, Doc Rivers got them boys playing. He got them boys playing together.
And with the Curry with his son-in-law.
Oh.
With his baby son-in-law. The baby son-in-law hit a clutch three to Curry Jr. Curry Jr. hit the clutch three.
Oh, damn.
He that's it. That's what got him to win it. No, they lost.
No,
they lost, but Curry Jr. tied it up. One was like 113.
He did tie it up. He did his thing. What else you got on the NBA front, man?
The Celtics last night, they cruised. Played the Raptors 120 to 106. The Heat, they cruised. They beat who did they play last night? Rockets. They beat them. They cruised through them. My Warriors, my lovely Warriors, they had if they could play turnover free basketball, they could be good. But Curry had 10 3-pointers last night.
So Curry's all the way back, huh?
Curry is a video man. Good night. If you gotta watch the man can shoot. He's a video game. I say, goddamn. Wait, they don't make.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, man.
They don't make
the moves that you just made wasn't video game wise.
Well, shit. I have to come out the dead. Do I got to come out the grave? Do I got to come from the dead? What I got to do? I can show you my moves.
I probably
cross you over.
I'll put 50 on it, man. I'll take you in the game. I'll put 50 on it. I'll take you in the game.
I bet I could probably outshoot you.
I put 50. I'll take you in the game.
No, I ain't dribbling going to 21. No.
All right, man.
No. My age is kind of took.
Oh man, come on, man. Now come on, man. Now
that was the Warriors played the Magic. That was 111 to 105, and we had the Pacers versus the Pistons. They cruised 111 to 95. What we got going on tonight? What's our tonight's games?
Man, tonight you got a few games tonight, man. You got the Knicks, Wizards, T-Wolves, Hornets, Clippers, Bulls, Pistons, Celtics. You got a few more. You got the Nuggets playing. Who are the Nuggets playing tonight? That we gonna smack up on.
Mr. Minnesota.
Nah, we ain't playing the T-Wolves tonight, but it don't matter.
I'll tell you right now because I got it on.
And man, Dominic Haynes said, man, that move that you made definitely wasn't officially no NBA move, man.
I know NBA.
I mean, usually you'd have been like, "Oh man, I was in high school, man. I used to score 26 a game."
We gotta talk facts. We can't talk fiction. We talk facts on our show. When I say something is factual, not fiction.
I mean, because usually you like we talk about something, you gonna tell us how you did it better than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Only bad picture town business, baby.
They play the Thunder tonight.
Yeah, we played the Thunder, man.
The spread 12. Y'all cover that spread tonight?
We cover that spread. Nuggets are back.
Nuggets minus 12 right now.
Back in full effect.
Over 221.5. Give me the over 221.5. The combined score be over 222.
And we speaking of the Nuggets, man. We got another video up on deck, man, of R.J. Hampton, man. He put it in Cleveland Cavaliers' face the other night, man, as we routed them, man. Let's play that video real quick, man, of R.J. Hampton dunking.
Deals to Garland, extra pass to Okoro in the corner, goes, baseline, and windmills on top.
Steal, Hampton gonna ride it home. Hampton! Hold the ram! We talked to JB at half, and he said the young fellas are gonna get more of a chance to play. And what have I been preaching, Katie? When you go in there, now what a big finger rolls this right here. Block. Instead he goes up.
Yes.
Hey, we back. We back. What, man? What you laughing at? I mean, and let me get to the comments, man, because I don't even know what you over there laughing at, because I don't find a goddamn thing funny.
Know where I'm going.
Man, so Curry, your boy Nick says Curry is the MVP. Michael Thompson says he agreed that Carmelo ain't been the same since he left a Mile High, and Jordan told him not to lead the Nuggets. And Michael Thompson said the Nuggets. Oh, right on. That Nuggets. I like that Nuggets had too, Mike. And JC Thrift say the Thunder gonna win. The Thunder never win. That's what I'm saying.
Man, y'all getting bashed up by rookies.
Now, what you want to say about that?
Jokic got bashed up by rookies.
Oh, he did get dunked.
Another one got bashed up by rookies.
He did get dunked on, but man, what is Jokic ain't known for blocking nothing, man. You probably can get one off on Jokic, man. He can't jump over a penny, man.
If you get bashed up by rookies,
it's okay, man. He still hit it for a triple-double that night. I ain't worried about it. I mean he
probably get average a triple-double. He's
close. He's close, man. He's about an assist and a half away. But who you got? You got Philly still leading in the East after that loss last night?
So coming out the East, Philly 18-8. You buying or selling Philly right now?
Shit, I'm buying Philly, man. Doc Rivers gonna have them boys out there playing.
You think they can cover the Bucks at 16-9?
Oh man, I'm not a fan.
Who a better team you think?
I'm going with the 76ers, man. I'm not a Bucks fan. I'm not a believer in definitely not a believer in Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, he got to show me something, man. I believe he has a few MVPs, man, that are not really warranted, but hey, it is what it is. And he falls off every playoffs. He still ain't working on his jump shot. I told y'all last year, no jump shot. He still ain't worked on his jump shot. So I'm done with Giannis and his no jump shot, man. He's a one-hit wonder, one-trick pony, whatever you want to call him. If he can't get a clean route to the lane, he can't do nothing for you. So Giannis is out of there. I'm going with Philly right now over them.
Philly over them.
And Nets are still the one to beat in the East, though. They're gonna get it together and they're gonna go on a roll.
They 15-12 right now. They're at number 3 coming out the East. And I think look, remember how we slept on not really putting on major money on the Tampa Bay. I'm on the football situation.
Yeah.
On Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Remember how we slept on it like Brady. We just we overlooked Brady on every angle, right?
Yeah.
Do you overlook right now that we had to put the money to win it all. The odds of us putting this money on this Nets to win it all is good right now. Do you do it? Do you buy or you sell it?
You put a 50 on it, man. Anytime you got KD.
You want to do 25 on this one?
Yeah. We put a bet on it. Anytime you got KD, right?
Uh-huh.
You got KD who's of championship pedigree at this point in his career. You can't never count. He's another player you can never count out. And like I always say, he don't give two shits about LeBron. So that he's not going to go into the series intimidated by LeBron. So
is it enough to beat the Lakers?
Oh, yeah. I think there's enough to beat the Lakers. They just going to have to outscore them because the defense is terrible.
They terrible. Oh, Philly is for sure the good team. Yeah, Philly nice, bomb. They nice, but they not impressing me right now. Then we got the Celtics. Them I call them the little babies. The up-and-coming baby. There's some babies over there, man. Babies.
I mean, they ain't that young.
But,
no
you know,
more.
you think of Kemba.
They about 4 or 5 years in the league now.
You think about Kemba Walker and that. Other than that, them babies.
They about 4 or 5 years in the league.
Brown. I love them. I'm smart. I love them.
So what they going to do?
They have number 4 in the East. But, you know, anybody can win the East. But them babies, they my sleeper. They get one center or one good player, and they up and coming. They like a Dallas. They like a Dallas in the East to me.
JC Thrift, she says the Lakers is gonna win it all. I don't know about the Lakers this year, man. I never know about the Lakers, but we'll see what's going on.
Then we got them Pacers. Remember my sleeper I told y'all about?
Everybody's a sleeper with you. Boston's a sleeper. Indiana's a sleeper.
Boston's my babies.
Oh.
They up and coming. I never said when I say something, we are talking facts now, brother.
All right,
brother love.
All right,
like I'm saying. But at the same time, the Pacers at 13-13. They midway. I like the little, ever since the trade, they've been playing good basketball. Sabonis. Sabonis remind me of your Jokic. I know you're going to think not, but Sabonis is a great fucking player. Excuse my French. But at the same time, he's a lovely player.
Is French, that word French?
Excuse my French.
but anyways, let me go into these live scores right now, man.
What you got going on
You got the Knicks beating the Wizards 53-42.
Okay.
Halftime, you got the Wolves losing to the Hornets 59-60. At halftime, you got the Spurs beating the Hawks with about second quarter just started, and you got the Pelicans beating the Mavericks at the end of one quarter. Them Pelicans, man. Your boy Zion. What you think they're gonna do in the playoffs, man? What y'all think the Zion and the Pelicans gonna do in the playoffs this year?
Well, good night.
I mean, are they gonna make it to the playoffs?
They got a year under their. Well, last year was a, experimental year. This year is a growth year. They a year ahead of schedule. They make the playoffs and get out in there in the first round. They still a year ahead of schedule. Give them 2 years. They get a veteran presence over there. It's gonna be ugly. With Ingram and you keep Ingram, you keep Zion. Get rid of the ball, brother, and you keep that heart. I like that heart. Them 3, and then you get a veteran. They'd be pretty nice coming out the West. The West, you need guards, you need shooters, you need somebody that can score you 30, guaranteed 30 consistently. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, your Nuggets, they're not consistent with a consistent shooter every game. You need somebody to hit you for 30, 40 a game. And we're praying for players like that. Not every team can be blessed with that.
Yeah, them dudes don't fall off a tree.
Yeah, you can't they're just not just handed. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but we expect out that person that plays at that position.
JC Thrift says Zion looking good. They and the Pelicans gonna make the playoffs. I think they're definitely gonna make the playoffs. I see them actually winning a round this year. I think they might win a round.
I don't think they can sneak by them, but that West is powerful. Look, you got to think the Jazz 20-5, the Lakers 20-6, the Clippers, the Suns 15-9. Then you got Dame Dollar in them, and the Spurs, and your Nuggets, and the Warriors. Now look,
they ain't in right now. Huh?
Look, the Warriors, Nuggets, Grizzlies, and the Kings is all in the top 10. Look, I say this: out of the Nuggets, Warriors, Grizzlies, and Kings. One of them going to fall off.
So, a couple of them going to fall off, but I would like to say here at the R Network, we like you to like, share, comment, repeat, tweet, and do it all again every time. And, man, we got a special guest going to come up in our next segment, Mr. Quinton Ganther. New quality assurance coach, offensive quality assurance coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. One of your Bay Area products, you know what I mean? But what you got? What I mean, you still going with LeBron for MVP? Who's your MVP, man? We gonna touch on that real quick. Who's your MVP? I'm Jokic. He's out of my thing right now.
I'm switching up with KD.
You on KD? I'm going with KD too, man. I'm going with KD too, man. I don't think nobody can beat him.
The legend, the great.
Danny Grinzella says, Danny G says, man, we all know the Kings. They gonna find a way to fall off.
Yep, the Kings do find a way. They 12. Danny G's. They 12-12. They right there though. They in the hunt though. They 2 games out of 5th. But you know, after the All-Star break is when we.
I mean, the West is so tight, man. You lose 2 games, man. You go to 10th.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we gonna see what they're gonna do. You know, we gonna definitely see what they're gonna do, man. So man, we gonna end this first quarter and get to our special guest, man, Quinton Ganthar of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Game Point.
No fingerprints. Yeah.
All right,
Yes, DJ K-Tone, DJ Squizzy Taylor. Make sure you check us out every Sunday. Digital Online Showcase on the R Network. That's AHRR Network. Follow, share, tag somebody.
You dig? Tune in. Yeah.
Conversations for the youth, by the youth. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Youth Media Union!
Back to Game Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M.GOODKNIGHT.
Yay. No fingerprints.
And we in the house tonight, man. Man, we got a special guest, man, Quinton Ganther in the house, man. He on phone, live and direct, man, doing this thing, man. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing out there?
Man, we doing all right, man. It's kind of cold out here, man. What's the weather like out there?
Same thing. It's raining, man. It ain't too cold, but it's raining.
Oh man, it's frigid out here, man. We just gonna get straight to it, man. We see you the offensive quality control coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. What do those duties entail?
Man, well, I've been here for a couple weeks, and just being here, man, we done got to it already. Started to figure the language. The language of the offense out and getting everybody on the same page, so we need grinding already.
Okay, man. So I mean, you did your 7 years at Weber State, right?
Yeah.
I see that you coached 4 players that earned all conference and 2 players that were all American. Man, how's that? Man, how's that feel as a coach? Man, have those kind of accomplishments from your players?
Well, I coached more than two guys that were all Americans. I had four guys that were all conference last year. Three guys that were all conference last year, and the fourth guy he led the team in touchdowns. And my philosophy has always been: you treat everybody the same way. You demand excellence, and and they'll go to work for you. If they don't feel like they have a chance to play, it's hard to tell the kids to give you their all.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got a question for you. What's your relationship with Urban Meyer? How did you meet him?
Well, man, Urban Meyer coached me in college. He's the one that got me to the University of Utah. He came and recruited me personally. And the best thing about that relationship, and this is what I will tell kids all across the country, is you're always in an interview. Even when you're in college, you're in an interview. You're interviewing to your peers. You're interviewing to everyone because everyone's watching how you take care of business. And with me, I haven't played for Urban Meyer since 2004. Now it's 2021, 17 years later, and he still thought highly enough of me coming and bringing me a part of his staff from the impression that I made on him 17 years ago.
Hey, you must have made a hell of an impression, man.
That's
Congrats.
All you got to do is you got to be yourself. You got to be adult about your situation and what you go through, and people got to understand that. Well, young kids got to understand that it's an impression. You're leaving your impression. So if you want to be a class clown, just understand that's an impression you're leaving. If you want to be a businessman, that's an impression you're leaving. If you work hard and you bust your butt, that's an impression you're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you went from Utah to the NFL. What was your favorite moment playing in the NFL? Or your?
My favorite moment was the moment that I realized that I could take care of my family. Realized that I, didn't have to be this household name. But once you realize that it's business and you can take care of your family, that's what you want to do, and that's what I've done for the last several years.
That's sweet, man. That's sweet, man. That's sweet.
How you liking it out there in Jacksonville so far since you've been there?
So far, so good, man. It's a business. I got to get acclimated to the business side of it again. It's definitely a business. College, it's a little different because you're around your players a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But here, it's the off season, so we haven't quite seen all of our guys. But yet, it's still, a get to work and grind type business. So I like it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel that? I mean, what's special about Urban Meyer in your eyes?
Man, if you have to meet him. You have to meet him to understand it. You have to meet him to know it. One thing about this guy, he's very, very direct. He's very, very passionate, and he's just different. Like you would have to meet him to understand it. He's not like normal coaches.
Mm-hmm.
He has that it factor. And, I don't want to speak too far ahead, but, he's a winner. He's a winner, and that's what he does, and that's what he demands. He demands greatness. He demands perfection, and that's the kind of guy he is.
I mean, with you mentioning that it factor, do you think that it factor is going to be able to carry over to the NFL? I mean, I know you think it is, but what what gives him that it factor that's gonna make him successful in the NFL?
Well, just one thing is, man, just holding everybody accountable. Making sure everybody's held accountable from top to bottom. And one thing that maybe the players don't understand is like, okay, they say, okay, well, he's coming from college, but the thing is, it doesn't matter if you're coming from college or you're going to the pros. As long as everybody's on one accord, you'll win games. And we all have to be on one accord, and I think that's what we're going to be here.
Definitely, man. Y'all were 1-15 last year. Y'all got the number 1 pick. It's looking like Trevor Lawrence might go there, man. What you thinking about that?
Well, I don't get too involved into the picks and everything of that now. That's the personnel department. My whole deal is, I get them in the building, I coach them, and that's the process that I'm going by right now.
So like, what kind of like, if quarterbacks in the building, Trevor, or any quarterbacks in the building, like, what would be your like role like to the quarterback?
Well, I would be working with the offensive coordinator directly.
Okay.
I'll be working with the whole offense directly. So I don't want to say I'll be coaching a quarterback. I'll be kind of branching off and doing other things with the other position groups. The quarterback is a delicate situation, and for me to be working with the quarterback, I mean, I would have to learn how to be a quarterback. And right now, where I am in my career, I couldn't tell you how to be a quarterback.
Okay, I mean, and as far as your career and your coaching style, what is your coaching style specifically?
Well, me, I'm a hold your foot to the fire type of guy. I'm a love you just like I love my kids and love my family, and I'm a demand excellence. But as a coach, you can't demand excellence if these kids don't believe in you. If they don't believe in you and they don't think that you love them.
And like, what are your coaching aspirations? You trying to be what are the aspirations you have in the coaching game?
Well, it's kind of different for me, man, because I never wanted to be a coach. When I retired, I never thought I wanted to be a coach. And I kind of got tricked into it, and then once I started coaching in college, I never wanted to be a coach in the NFL. That just wasn't what I wanted to do. One thing, one of the great running back coaches that I've had was Ernest Biner. Ernest Biner told me years ago, he said, Q, you're going to be a coach. And I said, nah, I'm not going to be a coach. I don't want to coach. That's not what I want to do. And he said, man, you're going to be a coach. I said, well, why do you say that? He said, because you have a way of simplifying things. You have a way of making things make sense. And it was crazy because when I became a coach, I called him and talked to him about it. And he said, see, I told you, because I never wanted to be a coach, so I never had any aspiration to be at this level. And it kind of just called me on its own. It called me. I didn't aspire to be this.
Yeah, so go ahead.
I got a guy asking a question. He saying, "How's my boy Denny G's?" He said, "How's the morale out there in Jacksonville?" Which you say you just getting there, right? So, but he said last year, players wanted out. Is the morale different now since Urban Meyer there?
Well, I've had a player, that I spent some time with who opted out last year, and what I will tell you is this: the morale will be different. We want guys around. We can't demand that guys be around because this is the league. When it is the off season, it's the off season for players. But we want to make sure that guys understand that we want you around here. We want to change the atmosphere. We want to change the way people think about the program. Not the program, about the organization. We want to change everything about it. We're here to win, and to win, we got to bring everybody back together. and that's what our goal is.
And what's the time process you guys think is going to be like turned around until you guys are back in the playoffs? Are you giving it 1 year, 2 years, or I mean, what?
You never know. I mean, you don't know how the process is going to pan out. You can't. I don't think you can put a timetable on it. All I can tell you really is it's going to be a change. It's going to be a different, and we will be competing.
Definitely.
Because I was going to say, like, you played for Urban Meyer. Let me ask you this. Do you think they're going to buy into his system this year? Him being a college coach coming in? You know, y'all coaching grown men.
Well, the thing is we're trying to maximize each player's value. If a player feels like he wants to maximize his value, they're going to be fine. And as coaches, for us to maximize a kid's value, and I'm saying kids because a lot of them they're young adults. For us to maximize their value, they'll have to buy in. Because at this level, everyone wants to get paid. That's the big deal, get paid. And we want them to get paid, whether it's here or somewhere else. So if they buy into what we're telling them, they'll get paid.
And so, I mean, definitely.
That's just the motto.
What's your reflections on this past Super Bowl this year, man? What you think about it?
Man, I didn't think too much about it because no one gave me a check for it. You know, so until I get a check for it, they can do what they do. But I'm planning on getting a Super Bowl check, within the next few years.
Hey, man, that's as real as it gets, man. And, hey, that's a great way, man. We're going to end this conversation.
Yes, sir.
Here at Game Point, man, we sincerely, man, thank you, man, for joining us today, man. Hey, and
we love you, man. Thank you. We're glad you're doing everything out there, brother.
Yeah, congratulations, man. And we wishing all the success for you.
And we'll see you soon. Maybe we'll come out there to Jacksonville and come see you. Do a show out there with you one of these good days.
Yeah.
That's all good, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Have a great day. Man, we gonna go to halftime real quick up here in Game Point. Yeah. We're going to halftime, right? We're going to halftime, man. We're going to close it out. No fingerprints, man. Shouts out to Quentin Ganthar, man, doing his thing out there in Jacksonville. Man, another black coach holding it down.
Yes, sir.
Game Point here on the R Network. That is Robbie the Rocket.
Yay!
I am M.GOODKNIGHT.
Yay!
And this is Game Point.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints. It's halftime, so it's time to shine. Made a couple adjustments. Once again, I would like to
thank Quentin Ganthar for coming on the show today. We appreciate you. You know, congratulations on your promotion out there in Jacksonville. Hope everything works out for you here on Game Point. We appreciate you coming on. Hope to get you again. And what we got going on right now, Good Night, on this NFL, man. Come talk to me. We don't talk to me fast, talk to me slow, man. You know?
I mean, let's talk about, I want to talk about, you brought it up to my attention. Was it Le'Veon Bell who got him 2 chips?
No, it was McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy got 2 chips and haven't played it down. Is he the luckiest guy? Like we just got the phone with Quentin. We can use him as an example. Just like I said, him playing for different teams, it may have never got a snap in the championship game, but got 2 rings. You get what I'm saying in terms of, you know, McCoy. Anybody, like you say, he worked hard and he got lucky. You know what I'm saying, McCoy? He worked hard. He landed a team, and a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, Mikhail, what that's that about Good Night? Damn. A lot of that got to do with their agent, knowing the best situation to put him in to win
and it's a win-win situation. Because when you win a Super Bowl, that's like a bonus check.
I mean, let me tell you, Shady McCoy, man, for a while, man, that dude was a truth, though.
He was.
Like, he was a truth. All the way up into Buffalo, man, he was doing his thing, man. But, hey, shouts out to Shady, man, for holding it down, man. Hey, shit, if you can get in there, get you 2 chips, and you ain't have to play a game, you didn't have to play a play to win it. Shit, it don't matter. You still a chip. You still a champion. You still contributed. You did your thing in practice and everywhere else. So, shouts out to Shady McCoy, Tampa Bay Bucks, doing their thing, man. We gonna go in. We already went to GOAT talk, right? That Brady's a GOAT. That's a consensus, right?
Well, we can't even argue that situation. That's all I'm gonna say. There's no way we can argue the situation on Brady being a GOAT. Brady is the GOAT. He's the best of all time in football as a quarterback. Because you got to think, we can't put him as the GOAT of football. He's just the GOAT as of a quarterback. Right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Right.
I'm gonna make sure me on the same page, so I ain't saying nothing wrong. We talk facts here. We don't want to. Don't catch me slipping on my pimping. You feel me? But at the same time, Brady's the GOAT as a quarterback. We give him that. It's no argument.
So you're saying only in his position he's the GOAT. He's not the greatest football player to ever live. There's no greatest football player to ever live in your eyes. It's all in specific positions.
Yes.
So in your eyes, is Grady the most accomplished athlete?
Yes, but he's not the greatest football player. But he accomplished more. Anybody? Well, we don't. Well, shoot, you can say Jordan accomplished that in basketball.
He didn't go to 10 championships.
But it don't matter.
And win 7.
But he got 6 rings, Jordan. He three-peated.
Twice.
Stuff that LeBron hasn't done, Brady hasn't done. But he's done that. So, who's the real GOAT?
I mean, I'm not really into mixing up sports.
But at the same time, it's just a comparison. I mean, when you said of any sport, that's what
and if from any sport, man, I just have to go with Brady, man. 10 Super Bowls in 20 years, man. Like, it don't get no better than that. So, I mean, that's all I can really say, man. I'm looking forward to next year and seeing what the Broncos gonna do. It's still Deshaun Watson, man. They putting y'all in there. Putting y'all in there in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. You don't want them, but we'll take them. Everybody, they say there's 15 different teams that will have different starting quarterbacks this year. So this is like the year, like the quarterbacks. You're gonna have all type of quarterbacks moving all around. You got Mitchell Trubisky who might leave. You got Carson Wentz who may leave. You got we can get rid of our guy right here, man. We'll let y'all take him for a bag of chips, man. If you want him, you want him.
No, we don't want him.
Who you want, man? Who you want over there? Jimmy G? You cool with him or what? Who you want?
I'll accept Jimmy G before I take any of that trash they got out there. That's trash.
Watson over Watson.
I'll take Watson, but I don't think he fit. Do you think Watson fit with the Niners?
Watson can fit any system.
Okay, why didn't stay in Houston then? Why do you think Houston wanted Houston ain't getting rid of him?
And let's go. And matter of fact, while we speaking in Houston, man, we got J.J. Watt. Big news today.
Yeah.
Houston, and that's one of the images we got. Houston has dropped. Let's say, hold on. I listened to the interview, and J.J. Watt and Houston, they came into an agreement that he's going to be released.
Okay.
So where you think he gonna go, man? You think he still got some game left? And do you compare his situation to the Von Miller situation?
Let me tell you this, Good Night. You've been watching football for the last 20 years. Let me ask you this. Where did Warren Sapp in his career at?
With the Raiders, didn't he?
So he want Buddy, you go to the Raiders, right? It's the logic place for him to land is the freaking Las Vegas Raiders.
And I'm
gonna tell you why. Every player at the end of their career goes to the Sorry ass Raiders to steal money. They last in their leg. The Raiders buy a name. They don't buy the kid athlete. They buy a name. So J.J. Watt, if you're getting released by the Texans, nobody wants you.
Oh, J.J. Watt's gonna get picked up, man. J.J. Watt's definitely gonna.
You think he got enough in his tank still? What you think about 2 good years in this tank?
You probably got another year or two, man. You got another good year or two of solid NFL play. Not the great player that he once was, but
his brother up and coming now.
I mean, they say he got high interest out here. There's a few teams that want. There's a few teams that want him. I hear about the Steelers want him. I just want to. Do you want to compare him? Do you want? And look, if he goes to the Steelers, he'd be playing with both of his brothers.
That's never happened before. Huh?
3 brothers on one team.
Never happened before.
He had to take a major pay cut, but
I don't see him in Pittsburgh. I see him.
He's a Pittsburgh type player.
I see him with the Raiders.
Pittsburgh is known for putting out linebackers.
Raiders or Tennessee or somebody like that. I just don't see him.
All right, we're gonna talk about we talking about J.J. Watt, and we want to compare him to I want to compare him to Von Miller.
Okay.
And they came in the league the same year.
Okay.
I think their sack totals around the same.
Okay.
Actually, they turned 32, I believe, 4 days apart from each other.
Okay.
Their careers have been like paralleled and compared to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that this is a resolution that the Broncos are going to come to and Von Miller going to come to where they release him and give him a chance to go, or the Broncos will hold on to him, try to trade him? What do you think is best for Von Miller right now?
If you can get value from Von Miller, I would get rid of him. I'll trade him.
Well, first thing is he will have to take a pay cut.
Yeah, but I'm saying I can get some value for Von Miller, like some picks and a couple, little veteran players, like y'all need like a
what do you see? A first round pick? No,
my
second round
third round picker, like a third round, 2 third rounds, and then money. And top of whatever players.
You may get 1 third round pick. You may get 1 third round pick for, I wouldn't even say third round. You might get a 4th round pick for Von Miller right now. You coming off an injury, man. And then you coming off an 8-sack season. I don't think his value is up too much. My man Danny G says, man, he's sure JJ would love to play strong alongside his brother, just like Joey wants to play alongside Nick at some point. Yeah, I think they love to play each other. I am King. What's up with you, man?
What's up with you, brother? W.
He said he got him in Pittsburgh, Baltimore, KC, Tampa, or should he follow Deshaun Watson?
That would be a good package deal, Deshaun Watson and Watt.
Well,
you can get a great value up on that. You get the picks from
you can't get no package deal because Watt's already gone.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a package deal.
But I mean, they pretty much said he's out of there. We ain't paying you no dollars.
Who?
What?
They mutually came to an agreement
that he's gone.
That he's released. He's no longer a Houston Texan. He was the face of Houston, though.
When you look at his injury prone the last 3-4 years, that shoulder, that body, that body take a toll on you, man. You think that's what I'm saying? Do you think he got enough in the tank to spend that type of money on him?
I think he got another year or two, man. I mean, but that's big news, man. He was like the face. No other player in the NFL right now means more to his city than J.J. Watt did before he left Houston.
Yeah.
Like the money he raised during the hurricane.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Houston. Other than Deshaun Watson, he was Houston. But he still, even though they had a franchise quarterback, he was still the face of that team. So I just think that Deshaun Watt, man. I mean, J.J. Watt. He has another year or two, man, and he's going to go to a contender, and respect to Houston, man, for finally doing something right in the offseason, letting that man go, man, find his own team and find his own way. So that's my thing. Hey, let him go somewhere to a contender. Let him finally win one, man, because he's put in the hard work every day. So,
I mean, I would lay him at the Niners with him and Bosa. I mean, because you got to think, we can use him. You know what I'm saying? D4, we was injury prone all year long with my Niners. We can use him. We'll take him. But I just think if he gonna get the value and the money for what he's worth, the Raiders will pay him that money. Gruden want to give you anything. Gruden give you anything.
Man, Gruden ain't giving nobody nothing, man.
They got all them picks.
I Am King said, man, Watt's gone, but he could follow wherever Deshaun Watson goes. JJ has the power and right to wait to see what he wants to do, and he does.
He does,
and that's
bro.
that's why they released him. They released him, and he can chill out, do his thing, find the right spot for him, and do what he definitely chooses to do.
Yes, sir.
Man, so I mean, I'm excited to see where he's gonna go.
I mean, I think they're gonna keep him near.
No, he's gone.
No, I'm talking about Deshaun Watson.
Oh, now we're talking about Deshaun Watson. He's gone. He's about to play hardball with them, man.
Yeah, you don't think so?
He's about to take all fines or whatever, man. He's gone.
He's out of there.
He's out of there.
And then, but this thing, they don't trade him. That's a typical.
He's gonna sit out.
That's a typical Texas.
He's gonna sit out.
Typical Texas. That's what I'm saying. I mean, man.
He's gonna sit out, man. They're going to a rebuilding stage. They let J.J. Watt go. They let the receiver go. They might as well let Deshaun go and do his thing. Bring him out here to the AFC West, to the Broncos.
Yes.
Let him battle Mahomes for the next 10 years, and and let him do his thing. I
don't think nobody Mahomes right now. It's some up and coming. I'm gonna ask you this, since we talking about a little bit on the NFL. I don't want to go off a little bit. That new quarterback coming in, you know, since we had plenty of time about Jacksonville, that quarterback. Do you think his career can start there with nothing?
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
All the number one quarterbacks usually start with nothing.
I mean,
Peyton Manning started with nothing.
No, but you got to think the Chargers dude had at least a little bit of something. He had the receiver. The nice, Keenan Allen. Mike Williams. We're
talking about number one picks. Number one picks.
He was the number one pick. The Chargers.
No, he wasn't the number one pick. He was the first pick of the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah,
he wasn't the number one pick. He wasn't the number one pick.
Okay.
You're
okay.
No, what you're doing in Burrow. He had upside. He started with nothing.
He had at least a receiver or two.
Who? AJ Green's washed. Are you kidding me? But I'm not gonna go here, man. We gonna talk to the people, man, because we're not gonna go here, man. I Am King said, man, he gonna wait a year if they don't trade. Danny G says JJ wants to win a title. He'd be willing to play at a discount, probably Green Bay, Chiefs, or the 49ers.
I Am King say
he agrees with him. Mm-hmm. He agrees with Danny G. So And let's just go back to this comment that you're saying, like,
okay.
I'm gonna clarify it to the way I see it. The way I see it is that all the number one picks that are quarterbacks usually start with nothing. If you have a number one overall pick, that means you are the worst team in the
football.
NFL.
Exactly, that's fact.
So, if you want to compare, you can't really compare Trevor Lawrence to.
Okay.
Herbert.
Let me ask you this. Just rewind that. You may not be the worst team in football. You may have had injuries. Now your team is back.
Which made you the worst.
Okay. Hear me out, though. Just hear me out. Because I got where I'm going with it. Just say my Niners went 1-16 last year. So you're basically saying we're the worst team. We get the number one overall pick.
If you have the worst record,
you have the worst record.
You are the worst team.
Yeah, okay.
Regardless of injuries, because everybody has injuries.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So we just the worst team that year.
Yes.
So we get the number one pick.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We get the number one pick, right?
Yeah.
But we may not be the worst team.
You are the worst team.
No, but now we ain't injured. But you're not hearing nothing I'm saying. Now we're not injury prone. Now we're not injury. We don't have no injuries. So how's the Niners the worst team? We fully squad now.
Robbie, if you have the worst record in the NFL, you are the worst team. But no matter your injuries or what, you are the worst team. Exactly. You're not going to sit here and debate and argue this. Exactly. So you're the worst team.
Okay, we're the worst team.
You're the worst team.
No.
If people have to come back because of injury, then they come back because of injury.
We just happen to have a worse record than
you are the worst team.
No. We can steal a pick. That's like stealing a pick.
Hey, you
dump truck.
Oh my God, man! Are you the weakest link, man? It's a Valentine's Day, man. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, man.
No fingerprints, man.
No fingerprints, man.
It's lovey-dovey, man. No fingerprints.
I mean, are you kidding me, man? With this crap that you're saying, we're the worst team with the worst record, but we're not the worst team.
But you're not hearing. But you're not getting clear what I'm saying.
I exactly know what you're saying.
My Niners could have went 1-15 last year. Just say that. So they was the worst team because they went 1-15, but they had injuries. They was playing with a 4th-string quarterback. Our starting tailback wasn't here. This and that. So now we come back this year. You're saying we was the worst team, but we got the #1 pick. Think about what I'm trying to go.
I understand exactly where you're going.
Now rewind with Burrows. He was the #1 overall pick. They may have just been a worse record in that division. That division was hard, the worst team, but he still had
Cincinnati was the worst team.
But he still had at least a weapon. Now Jacksonville don't got one weapon. That's where I'm going with it. Now, do you think Trevor Lawrence going to succeed in Jacksonville with no weapons? That was what I was trying to say. That's all I was saying. And you said
so what I'm going to tell you to answer that question is a true quarterback makes players.
You got a point there.
A true quarterback makes players. So if you have a John Elway who played here for years with a bunch of trash receivers, he made those guys look good. You had Peyton Manning had some good receivers.
Hey, look, Denny say, you want to make a friendly wager on the 49ers and Bronco number of wins next year?
Oh, yeah, Big Lynn and Denny G. Yeah. I'll make a bet.
Big Lynn. They want to bet you Big Lynn, Denny G's. They want to Denny G, the Bob. You better leave Denny G. Not the Bob. You better leave him alone. The Big Lynn. They want to make the bet, Denny G's and Big Lynn.
And definitely everybody stay tuned, man. We got some special guests and special little thing going on Game Point for the 4th quarter, man. That's what we got going on. But yeah, we'll make and take all bets. Denver Broncos through and through. No fingerprints, man. And it's about to go down. What we betting, Big Lynn?
Big Lynn, we gonna bet him something on the show, Big Lynn. We'll put it the Niner. I'm betting with the Niner. All y'all Niner fans is come my way.
So y'all mean to tell me that the Niners are back, Niner fans?
Niners back. We back. We back for sure. Debo and them ready. Debo, remember?
But hold on, do you remember what I said at the beginning of the year? Mm-hmm. Didn't I say y'all was gonna be trash this year?
You did.
And what happened?
We injuries prone.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Injury prone.
Everybody in the NFL deals with injuries, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Well,
we about to hit them for the 4th quarter, man.
Something a little special.
Take a quick break.
Little quick break. Little special, you know what I mean? Valentine's
But it's Valentine's Day, man.
Little secret to success.
And we always like to say here on the Game Point, we like you to like, share, comment, repeat, tweet, and do it all again.
No fingerprints.
Yeah.
What's ours is yours. Digital online showcase. Water Me Sis. Game Point. Wazam, Coloring Castle.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you.
Oh shit! Somebody got a whistle up in his mouth.
You see this?
Welcome back to Game Point. Man, we got a special edition this Valentine's Day. We got special guests, the F Effect in the house.
Yes.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
Introduce y'all names. See, they introduce yourselves. Because they ain't never seen y'all on our show.
They've never seen us on your show. Well, I am Sade, smooth operator.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Sade.
She got them,
Hey.
What's going on? I am Hillary, the one and only, KC's finest.
How you doing, Miss Hillary Clinton?
You know, I'm maintaining. It's good. It's good.
Oh, shit.
We here. We still standing.
Hey, I know it's Valentine's Day.
She's still standing.
We wanted to have a little special. Do y'all drink cognac, y'all ladies? You know what I'm saying? Just to get the party started, you know what I'm saying? Before we get asking some questions, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to,
okay.
We can have a little shot of something, you know what I'm saying? Y'all little ladies, and it's Valentine's Day, so we got to do a real, grown man. We grown men here at Game Point. So, happy Valentine's Day to the women, you know what I'm saying? From Game Point, me and my brother here from Game Point, you know what I'm saying? Happy Valentine's Day. We just trying to open y'all up real quick, you know what I'm saying? Trying to open y'all up and make sure, right, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Played right.
Played right.
Yes.
See, like, this how you do it.
No fingerprints, turn that around.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? No fingerprints, you know what I'm saying?
This is a nice little special touch. We appreciate it. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you.
Before me, Mr. Goodnight, just ask y'all a few questions.
Yes, bring them on.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no debating. You know what I'm saying? We talk sports. We go, get deeper into something. You feel me? Something different.
No, because I guess they want us to say we already talk sports, football. They say we ain't got no fashion, so we gonna talk a little foolery today.
Oh,
okay.
Foolery?
We talking foolery today? Okay.
We're starting with.
I'm down.
Well, we're just gonna keep going real quick, man. What y'all think about the black vice president one lady? What y'all think about Kamala Harris?
Oh, you have to get.
And then we gonna get into it.
We gotta do it.
I mean, that's black excellence right there. And so just starting off, Yeah, what can you say about damn motherfucking time?
It should have been there. It should have happened a long time ago.
Long time ago.
I'm with it. We had I was here one day and I heard a conversation that y'all had, and I can't remember what it was exactly, but was it money? Power.
We getting right to
sex. What was that conversation? What was that conversation?
Yeah, we trying to understand that. Give us being some of that game y'all was lacing them.
I don't know if it was game.
Well, we gonna figure it out.
Nah, it's game.
We just trying to figure it out.
Break it down
what happened was we were having a conversation amongst some other male homies, and it was like, listen, what the power of the PUSSY, right? Mm-hmm. And so talking about really when you start to put some things into perspective, what really runs this world, what really makes things shake, what rattles some shit up. Is it pussy? We talking power? Or are we talking money, right? Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I want to break this down because I understand people will say, well, money makes the world go round. You can't survive off love. You can't survive off pussy. But the conversation came in, it's really not that, but how do you move when it comes to punani, right? Mm-hmm. And the power of where there's a strong male, there's typically always a backbone. Mm-hmm. And that comes that woman, right? Mm-hmm. So the influence that I'm saying women, you can call it pussy, however you want to put it, has when it comes to decision making and moving and going to get it. Because a man can go get that money, but often you're going to get that money because you want to look good, you want to smell good, you want to appear good to the eye of a nice tenderoni. Mm-hmm. So I think we just came from that breakdown. I'm just interested if honesty can come out here.
I'll say definitely when I was younger, women may encourage me to make bad decisions, a lot of bad decisions, or I did a lot of things for women. But as I grew older, I had to start living for myself and get my money, get my money up, my respect up, and everything else. Then the women gonna come naturally. They're gonna come to you naturally if you have those type of things. But if you a person out here just trying to impress, because usually a person out here just flossing, doing too much, ain't really the one who really got it. And then you got to peel back the layers of it. So me personally, I'd rather have the power, the money, and I believe that it would attract the woman or women that I want, the woman that I would want.
See, I don't need none of that. I just want your mind. So first thing, my mind, if I could make love to your mind first, I'm going to have everything else. The money, the power, and the pussy. For real, though. You get what I'm saying, though? So, I
got a problem with it, because it's number 3 for both of y'all.
So it's like, if I got your mind, I don't got to have the money. My swag, you can't buy your swagger. There's one thing you can't buy a swagger. She gonna like me regardless. She gonna want me regardless. So the pussy problem part of it. Okay, but you gotta think. When we grown, we all adults, right?
Yeah.
We all adults.
Yeah.
So I want something, you want something. We adults. So other than me think about some pussy, we are an adult. That's not it. So I would want the respect as a person, because everything else would come. So, you know what I'm saying? That would be me personally. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I got your mind, I got everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we're saying, what I hear you saying is the want. We're saying that the pussy rules your want. It drives everything else. It drives men to try to get and go after the power, because as you said, as Hillary stated, you're trying to go get something. Every great man in power who's had money has fallen to the pussy.
Has fallen to
even from a biblical standpoint. Has fallen to lose.
Well, let me know then, baby.
Even, from biblically, we done seen the man, the highest man of the land, Bill Clinton, fall to the pussy, and he had money and power.
He fell to that.
I don't know if he
Yes,
fell
he
to that.
did.
He might have just let it-
Yes,
I
he
don't know. I think
He got him.
Yes, he
He might
did.
have got
some
real
young
wrong.
head, man.
No, he fell to it.
However you want to
Fell
package
to
it. You want to call
He
it
fell
her, you
to
want to
it.
call it pussy, you want to call it her, he fell.
Yeah.
And
So
so
you think you lusted on it? So you saying the pussy rule everything? Then
everything.
it's guys. It's
It was everything.
I think it go to your
real
mind. If I'm not worried
strong-
about like, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean,
And here, like this is some things maybe we got to put some, some levels to it. Maybe we talking 35 and up. Your mind is a little bit different. But, because he even said, like, when you were younger, when you were back, you was always like that. Now, I don't know when you switched over. That may have been 30-ish, closer later on. But, I mean, you almost just said, like, you supporting what we say.
I mean, at a certain point, but then at a certain point in a man's life, things changes. Things change, and they have to change as being a grown person. I mean, as being an adult. And you have to learn that, like, sometimes that shit makes you make bad decisions. So anything I do that I make bad decisions or make mistakes in, I'm going to try to X that out in my life. Whether it be whatever it is in my life. Because I'm too old to make bad decisions at this point. So I just think as you grow up, shit changes. But I mean, and I tend to, just like any other man, just like any,
The pussy, I'm sorry to be you.
Put it in the back of my mind. I'm
Pussy,
thinking what you like.
I'm trying to
I mean, it do change.
Well, yeah, you 50 years old. You still got confidence between that pussy. That pussy changed. For sure.
Right.
Always right.
You're right. It's always
power.
always gonna hold us.
Where's the power in the penis? No power in the penis?
Falls weak to the pussy. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. No. Okay.
It comes second. I mean, I concur.
What
are we saying? Wait. What y'all trying
there's a lot of power in the penis.
Yes.
No, there is. There are some girls that are crazy over it. It'll make them do crazy shit. I mean, we've heard,
Yeah. I mean, we were on the show. We were talking about the album, right? We were talking about Jasmine Sullivan's Hotel, and it's a lady on there that's straight up like, yo.
So never in your life has penis made you influence you to make a bad decision.
That's not what we asked, but but
that's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Get on gameplay.
Yes. 100. Yes.
I think,
and I don't know if I should say the words bad decision opposed to like a not normal decision. That's not in my character to make that kind of decision. You feel me?
Like way Big Lynn say, pussy runs the world.
Did he say that?
He does. Like, why are we talking here?
Like, shout out Big Lynn.
Shout out Big Lynn.
Shout out.
Conversations.
Where the hell is Big Lynn?
Shout out Big
Where the hell is Big Lynn?
You know what it is.
He say, pussy runs the world.
That's real
so
nigga
let's say
shit.
women make the world go round. So that's what they mean.
That's real.
What they mean. Okay, I mean,
I think it's a lot of that. I
mean, only thing I say y'all right is about behind every strong man is a strong woman.
A great woman.
I don't think pussy run too much.
And she has a lot of influence on that great man.
That's powerful.
I mean,
he's going home talking
to
her, and she's over there like, yeah, baby, she's multiplying his vision.
And she'll make it some directions through him. She's directing him.
She's increasing her man and doing that.
I mean,
doing that, she's, y'all are this.
As I think about it more, like as I work with people and work with men, and they're like, their wife kind of runs everything.
Dang.
Oh, come on. Just admit it. Just come on. What in what order? Come on.
That's strong. Because here's the thing, like if you can say that for wife too, but you gotta say that also for people that are just in committed relationships. Like don't just put it in a marriage. Mm-hmm. Nah. Committed relationships, most times the women is still The leader.
What you got? What you got on the comment? You got some comments over there?
I mean, I don't want to go to the
Big
leader.
man say, how many of y'all gonna get caught up on some pussy? So how many men gonna get caught up on some pussy? Like I mean, I've been between me and y'all. I mean, personally, I've been fucking for 30 plus years. So that. It don't impress me. I want you, like I keep saying, I want your mind. So, you know what I'm saying? So, when you talk about pussy, I want this
nigga
mind
right
over
here.
matter.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, that's what all I'm saying.
Your man's is calling you out.
They say happy wife, happy life is another comment that we got. Happy wife, happy life.
Oh, I thought you was calling him out like you bluffing.
Oh, well, I am. I mean, I'm gonna let him talk out the side of his neck.
Oh, okay,
You know what I'm I've seen him around. And that shit he talking and that shit he talking.
He's a sapiosexual.
And Big Lynn also said, man, women are the most sneaky people on earth.
Women are the most sneakiest people on earth.
I think so too.
No, I'm not gonna say sneaky. We just think things through. We process. We're calculated. We're not sneaky. We process.
Nice.
Women are sneaky, manipulative. I mean, they
emotional. Y'all very emotional. Y'all go on emotion like us men. You know what I'm saying? We don't trip. Y'all women on emotion. Y'all on emotion.
Stop it to acknowledge that men are very emotional as well. There's some emotional men. There's emotional men.
I mean,
I see it on the IGs.
I'm emotional. Like when it comes to like, I can some shit on movies. I can hold my tears.
You should hold them.
Well, it's like that, so I can say I'm emotional.
You hold your tears.
I hold my tears. Like around y'all, I would probably cry right. I'd be like, damn, I'd be probably damn like damn tears came a little teary eyed. I mean, that's just me because I probably experienced something like that before. That make me emotional. But when I'm saying emotional, is like if I walk around the corner and somebody say something like, you know, I'm gone for a little while. Where you been? That's an emotional for a woman. You know, like you ain't answering my phone. Emotional. Men don't do that. No. Men don't do that. Men don't do that. We ain't
men do that.
Men do that.
But look, men do that. Men. All right, men do that. Men are just as emotional as women.
Thank you.
I mean,
you said Jack might even be following.
And my boy Big Man say women cheat, but men don't even know. Is that true? Don't just give us some game license. We want to know. We want to learn. We learn from y'all.
I'm gonna let you have this one. And nah, that sounded awful.
No, it
did. First of all, it did. No, it did. She let. Wait a minute.
She putting you
not
out there.
At all. That sounded so awful. I was just saying, I've led some already with starting to talk. So I'm gonna let you start to talk on this. Not by any means. Don't try and start.
I'm not gonna say all women cheat, just like I don't believe all men are cheaters at all. But I do think there are a lot of women out there that are cheating and their man never know. And their
That's
man
deep.
Never know.
That's why I'm a bastard.
There's a lot of, humans. So the same thing that drives you, right, or drives a man, why would we behoove ourselves to think that it doesn't drive a woman the same way? So, but I don't think everybody is a cheater, and not all women are cheaters,
and not all men either. Black men don't cheat.
I got a question.
What you say?
Wait
a minute.
I just want to.
Wait, did you say huh?
I just want to.
Can we talk? Can I change it up? What's it up? Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question here?
What's up?
To what we asked one of our viewers, like, what is an appropriate body count? What is a body count that would make you pause? Like if you were like getting ready to propose and you're like, baby, how many men you
or even before that, do you want to know your girl's body count?
I'm not gonna ask that.
You don't want to ask that? Okay.
You don't care?
I don't care.
I don't want the question.
I'm not no saint.
I don't want the question. I don't want it to come back at me, so I'm not gonna ask that question. And plus
I'm nosy. I want to know.
What I don't know ain't gonna hurt me. I mean, and then if I hear, oh man, I've been with 50 guys, I'm like, God damn, I done made a mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't go on your past.
Wait a minute, is 50 a high number? No.
I mean, 50 is kind of high.
What's
50's kind of high.
What's the high number for
My man
you?
said
Hey, well,
50 is
I'm
kind of high.
I'm 44 years old.
What's the high number for you?
So look, if you got the same people as me, you good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shit.
So
What's
that's
the
what
high
I'm
number
saying.
for y'all?
We just want to know, what's your high number? What's
the high
even though you
body
won't
count?
ask that, so
I
you
don't
saying
want
50. Even if you don't ask,
I
just
don't
for
want no.
kicks, what would be like, whoa, red flag,
No,
red
10
flag,
is like a 10 is like a high number.
No.
I just threw 50 out there.
No,
Okay.
no. I'll just say this: you're an adult and you had sex, so hey. I don't go on your past. I can't go on your number. I don't got a number. I don't got no limit on it. Me and you on the same. We equally yoked now. So whatever we going on right now,
I like that. So you wouldn't care, honey.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't know.
Don't ask. Don't ask. I'm not gonna ask. Because once you know, you're gonna have a problem. But I mean, I know y'all coming up next, man. What y'all gonna talk about on y'all show? It's the F Effect, man. On Friday, y'all doing y'all thing. What y'all got planned for today?
You know we have to recap the Super Bowl. It's about time. Get some order in here. I'm calling some
she got the referee shirt on and everything.
Super Bowl champion.
Oh, is that why y'all lost because of the refs?
I mean, I didn't say that. Clearly, maybe she's thinking that.
No. I'm here representing the cause. I'm here representing the plays. What I seen, I seen some hostility out on that field. There was a lot of.
We were aggressive.
There was some aggressiveness.
Karma for the year before.
So I just want to ask y'all one more question, man. What's your best Valentine? What's the best thing that a person's ever done for you on Valentine's Day?
Ooh.
Yeah, we gotta think. That's not good.
No, I've had some good Valentine's.
I'm like, because you're doing some things right.
Right. I've had some pretty good ones.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something that I thought like went a long way. And it was leading up to Valentine's. So the day before Valentine's, I had come home. And I love Starburst. And I love the all pink Starburst. And on my bed were shaped in a heart all these Starbursts. And then I walked to just cool.
Things. I like that.
Just those little things like I'm paying attention to
Yeah, he know what you
I got
like.
that. And then as I walked around to my bathroom, there was a nice little bag with some stuff in it and a card that smelled delicious. So fellas, spray your cards down. Spray your cards down.
Spray on it.
Put a spray on the cards
and
let me
right
yes, because that card made me be like, Jesus, what you put on this damn card?
He did his thing. Man, I seriously had so many, like, I mean, from, rooms to flowers to edible, everything. But I think I want to switch it up. I think some of the biggest memories I've had was just as a little girl coming home and my daddy having balloons and flowers there, and that meant so much to me because my daddy was my first love, right? My daddy showed me how to love and how to be loved. So my hint to all the fellas out there, if you got kids, especially if you got a daughter, make sure you go hook her up, buy her a little something, show her like you don't need no love, baby, as long as you got daddy's love.
Daddy love.
Daddy love.
That's me and my baby. That's yesterday. Roses, flowers.
It ain't just about your lady. It's about the kids.
Baby, I got 2 girls.
And I mean, that's what I did.
Kids, your mamas,
your mamas, all of that.
Everybody, all the ladies.
I did that for my daughters. I let them know shit. Hey, dad got you if don't nobody else got you, and he's gonna always have you. So you don't need nobody to do nothing as long as you got me around. So
that's gonna take that young lady a long way. So it's important. Just remember, like, start with the loves. Let the kids know what you love. So that's dope.
We'd like to thank y'all for coming through.
Appreciate y'all.
Man, we appreciate y'all for coming through.
Yes.
Everybody that's on here, stay tuned. The F Effect is coming next on the R Network. This is Game Point. I'm M.GOODKNIGHT.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
Sade, Hillary, F Effect up next. We out.
No fingerprints. Oops.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints.
Game Point. This was so